This is hands down the most insane hunter match I've ever had. I don't even know. There were so many like different turns where I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna lose. Oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna win. How do I speed up? Right. Okay. I'm gonna skip past this. Basically, I couldn't find anyone, and then I kind of fucked up with Futaba because she got a lot of distance on me, and that pissed me off. I eventually changed targets to Doctor. Oh my god, I chased her for way longer than I realized I did. Okay, here I start going for Doctor. Yeah, so I get Doctor way easier than Futaba. She was at 99% and then flywheeled it. Like, these people were good. Definitely not as bad as I thought they would be. He rescues. I thought I was gonna get a Terror Shock there. And they actually sell her here. So I teleport to the Cypher eventually. Yeah. So then I start going after Composer. And I get a down. But the thing is, the Futaba kite took so long that the Cypher is almost primed. And the Cypher is like right there, if you can see it. Am I recording? Okay, just making sure. And yeah, so I harpooned the entire area, and let me speed it up a little bit. And the dungeon is like right there, which will be important later. So they save, and then I'm like, okay, well, is the Cypher primed now? And it's not. So then I'm like, okay, well, I have to keep an eye on them because they're both half health, and the Cypher is primed. So I just camped the Cypher for a little bit. Why does this feel slower than how the actual game was? For some reason. But anyway, they get the stun on me, so I'm like waiting for them to pop it. And they don't. And I was really confused here. Because they totally could have. And just gotten out with a tie. But overall they did a really good play. But then okay, yeah, I get that down, and I'm like, this is when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win. It's in the bag. But I would be wrong. Because it's only about like halfway through, and this looks like endgame, isn't it? So I'm still camping the Cypher and them at the same time. But then I have to keep an eye on the Composer. So I go after the Composer, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna come back and pop the Cypher. So I came back right before Seer came over. Now Composer is down, and I'm still camping the Cypher, and they're both at half health. So then I'm like, okay, well, I guess as long as I keep camping the Cypher, nothing bad can happen. Though I knew Composer could self-heal at that point, but, you know, it'd be a long time. And I know that they're about to come to the Cypher and pop it once I hit her. And they did, actually, this time. So then I'm chasing her, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna open the gate. So I get her down when she throws down the pallet, and then I immediately teleport to the gate. Oh my god, this takes so much longer than I remembered. And then he uses an owl, which is really good owl, by the way. These guys were really good. And then I know someone's gonna go heal her, so I immediately go get the Composer. Both of them are down. The mechanic got up, which is just unlucky on my side. And then I know Seer's probably gonna come, yeah, like open the gate, and then the Composer will run out. But they didn't make it in time because the Composer had to heal himself, and he was just crawling for most of the time because he's a fucking dumbass. Yeah, the Composer wasn't all that exemplary. But yeah, the Seer came over here. I was like, this is where it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win this for sure. There's no way I won't, like, you know. So then I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I got this in the bag. Let me just cheer this other guy. And then all of a fucking sudden, I forget Futaba is Tracy. And her bot unchairs her, and I'm so confused for a second. And I'm like, oh, well, it's still fine. I mean, they can't do anything. They won't make it in time. And then I totally forgot to down the fucking bot. My dumbass forgot to down the bot. So the bot just saved again, and now Futaba's opening the other gate, and the dungeon is right there, like I said earlier, and they somehow make it the fuck out with a tie, and he crawls into the dungeon. Like, I don't even know what happened. I was like, shell-shocked. I was like, how did she get back over here so fast? I mean, I thought she was at the other gate. Oh my god, it was insane. Okay, anyway. That's all.